So, people that are stuck at the office all day in their chairs can suffer a variety of health problems with circulation, mental stimulation, sleep, and more, and plus disabled people and more, just to serve now and then some rests and stuff. Then you have wheelchair users, which have also circulation issues and much more. So this is my ultimate design for a kind of a super wheelchair with many things built in. The first feature that I want to discuss is sort of a built-in sleep thing, so you can cover up and block out a lot of noises and lights, and maybe even smells, so you can sleep more easily. Maybe it plays you some music, maybe there's some other relaxing thing it does, and it should be able to recline in various different positions so you can sleep and nap while in it. And especially if you're disabled and you just need more energy for recovering time, you might have trouble getting in and out of bed. So that is the first idea. And again, I also think it's a good idea for office workers to be well prepared if they're stuck there for long periods of time. Another feature that I think sounds silly but might be an excellent idea is a massage feature. Now, a massage feature actually can be important for health, because a lot of people that sit down a lot have blood circulation issues, which can increase your chance of blood clotting, cramps, just not feeling generally as well, and a massage can help ease that. Also, a massage can help relax you. And by helping relax you in a variety of ways, it can make sure that you're in the best mental state, and it can maybe still improve your mental and physical health. Another thing that now this is especially true to certain sensory seekers or certain sensory profiles of tactile touch people. Another thing that this massage feature can help to do is actually help keep your skin clean by rubbing off excess skin or promoting skin growth in just the right ways. So you also have that one. It can also help decrease pain for some people by putting in sensations that kind of distract you from the pain and stimulating blood flow to those areas. Not a miracle cure, but every little bit helps if you're in a chair for long periods of time. So, yet another idea is to have a heat and cooling feature. Again, this has mental benefits from helping you relax and stuff, but it can help increase blood flow for people with blood circulation problems or just sitting down too much. It can also sometimes help with pain, migraines, and more, or just stimulation. But cooling down can also help with some blood flow issues. Where there's too much blood to the skin, you need more blood to the inner things. It can also help with some pain and chronic things. And the heat and cooling can, if you do it a lot, can work better than sometimes painkillers, and it's a lot safer. A lot safer. Also, if you're heating and cooling naturally, that person might sweat less and make their clothes smell less or have to need less cleaning, because, yes, they literally sweated less. Another thing that these suits could do is they could have a blood circulation monitoring system. And there's a variety of ways they could do that. One is you can shine a light of two slightly different frequencies around the red veins, and use two slightly ones to get out errors that either one has. And you shine this light, and then you notice some of it bounces back, and you notice it changes in light. Now the change in light with your skin, once up and down, tells you how much blood is flowing. It's a change in the amount of absorptivity, so your overall doesn't really matter how dark your skin is. And that can help monitor blood circulation, usually throughout the whole entire body, but also blood oxygen level. And your pulse not as good as a heart monitor, but still a little bit of your pulse, and that can give you early warning signs of heart attacks, low blood oxygen, which can be from asthma, COVID and stuff. It can really hurt you even if you don't feel it. That can give you warnings about that this part of your body doesn't get as much oxygen. Now, this meter is more accurate doing parts of the body that are, how would I say it, closer, with more blood vessels closer to the skin, like your fingers or your earlobes. But you can do it all over the place and get rid of some of the areas and get a more complete picture of blood circulation throughout your entire body, kind of thing. So, yet another thing we could do is have what I'm going to call vibration alerts. And these are just alerts that instead of making a lot of noise that might bother and disrupt other people, or might make you nervous or bother you, it can instead vibrate and give you vibrational feedback. And it can also do it for people that maybe are hard of hearing or something like that. Or in other ways, just can't see stuff. And these vibrations also could give you more information if you have it in the whole chair, because it could vibrate in different parts for different notifications or stuff like that. In the reverse, you could think about a system for some people to give back information by vibrating or moving certain parts of the body rapidly. Or they could detect maybe certain types of seizures or movement problems when this person vibrates in certain ways. And it could also maybe help detect earthquakes. There actually is a project to detect earthquakes by using a bunch of little sensors and phones, electronics throughout the city, and conglomerating data. The main issue is that there's a lot of other vibrations in the world, so you have to figure out some sophisticated algorithm to get rid of the other vibrations. Just look at it. An average, a lot of people believe it can be done, interestingly enough. You could also have the system just block out light over the person's whole body, because some people are really sensitive to light, and it really does decrease the overall health, mental or physical. So this light blocking idea could be a very, very important thing. Another thing you could do is make it have wheels that are, how would I say it? These wheels can go up and down to different heights. And by having wheels that can go up and down to different heights, and also move on their own like a walking thing, you could make it one that's all-terrain. So you could move up and down each wheel over obstacles, and it could stabilize it more when there's a lot of vibrations or tremors going on for whatever reason. It could eliminate floor vibration that might bother people, and it also might be able to raise high enough so people could pick up stuff from like the top shelf or something like that without having to move as much and being more stable. You might need some better dynamic control if you raise up too much, because of the center of mass moves up, so the thing becomes less stable, which then if you start tilting one way, you might need to have the chair automatically move another way to kind of balance itself out more. Another one that is just a little minor thing is to have this whole thing have a swingable back, which this is a very minor thing. But basically, you can just do a 360 easily without really using the wheel, so you can just have more work or you can have fun just spinning around in circles. And you can have it swingable with your own muscles, just so you have fun. I just put that more for fun, but it does help with productivity. Another one is at the base, you could have the computer give heat and give off heat and stuff like that to warm you up with its fan and stuff, and that could save electricity when it wants to heat you up. But the computer also can help make everything faster, more convenient for you, so you have a computer nearby instead of one very far in the cloud, and it can give you maybe faster internet access by pre-downloading stuff and having it when fancy server algorithms. It could be if you can't carry a laptop very well with you, most of the hardware can be in the actual seat, stuff like that. Another thing I think is very important is that this whole thing would be waterproof. And the reason why I think it's very important to have this whole thing waterproof is because you're more likely, especially if you're disabled, something, you're more likely to spill stuff and by mistake maybe damage it. And the more expensive it is, the bigger deal it is. So you want this to be very, very durable overall. Another one would be to have removable covers for cleaning and doing other things. Now these removable covers for cleaning and for other things, what we can also do with them is make them have different styles or textures to comfort different people, or as a chains, or to display your personality and stuff. Which maybe even that you can change the style by printing on and off different colors or something in some fancy way. Maybe the ink has some way of coming off that you can't normally take off with special industry solvents or under high temperature or some other special condition comes off and you can print a new one, or you can print multiple layers of new stuff on it and they just have to build up, but eventually you might have to take it off or once because it gets too thick or something. There's a lot of different possibility. You could even have covers that are color changing or some way, or to respond to different things, stuff like that. Color changing ones can be with heat, light, and more. You could have on this device e-ink displays, other ones to customize your thing, to either display how you're feeling or different moods or styles as you feel like it. And that can be very important for mental health expression and more. Now, I'm not exactly, now I chose e-ink compared to other ones because e-ink technology uses a lot less energy and is more permanent to stay in place. It doesn't really use any, it only uses energy to change the design. Basically, not to, once it is changed, it stays the same. And it also is less harsh than a light that's flashing in people's eyes oftentimes. And how e-ink kind of works is that you have ink, black and white ink in like a little capsule, and depending if you put a positive current or negative current, the ink switches from white to black on the bottom and top, and your reflector absorbs it. Now you can make it in different colors by using either different colored inks that are not only black and white, having color filter on top. You can also have more advanced ones that move little mirrors, other things to reflect different types of light with using very little electricity or no electricity to maintain it. So anything like that. A neat idea I saw a long time ago is to have it able to display different, what I've seen a lot of times is have it display different moods or signals. Like I could say, I'm not in the mood to talk, or I can't talk right now for people that are on and off non-speaking, or just have anxiety, or I'm busy, stuff like that, or I like getting hugged, or I don't like being touched. So people can cue you more easily without having to talk to you and bother you. This chair could also just send people various reminders in various ways. I've already talked about vibrations, but it could give reminders when to eat and stuff like that. If you're sitting around, because proprioception and interoception is really a problem for many disabled people. Interoception, INTEROCEPTIONS. So it starts with an I, so it's like enter with an I, O, then ception with CEPTIONS is like sensing your own body. But it can send you also like close-up light signals on you, or we can use heat and cooling to give also feedback and signals to you without maybe bothering as much people or disrupting it, or noise ones. For safety, maybe this whole thing could have somehow built-in airbags or lights so people can see you more easily. It will also have an automatic 911 call feature. Another safety thing that I just thought of is you could have a built-in defibrillator and CPR and emergency medical stuff. So a person always has it with them. We could also have a battery pack in it, of course, just so you always have charge for your devices and stuff. You could also, there's some evidence that light for your circadian rhythm is not only from your eyes. Does it not only tell you how much sleep you need, but it also has to do with light over your whole body, and even light in the back of your legs can affect your circadian rhythm. So maybe lights could be put in to modify people's circadian rhythm or help them more so they get better night's sleep. This is a little more controversial, so I'm putting it up because this is a luxury one. Another one is to have like a biped thingy where to mitigate stains on this whole thing. You can have it so, how would I say it? You cover yourself up with a blanket that gets stained while eating or something, and it uncovers when you're not eating. So you have it on and off, while eating or not. Well, I hope you found this interesting. These are some of the ideas I've had. Please like and subscribe if you want much more content. Also, if you also share it with your friends, it really helps 10 out. I'm trying to reach 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, which is really hard, but with your help, I think I can do it. Also, if any comments or suggestions for future videos, likes or something, please leave in the comment section below. Again, thank you very much. Goodbye.